That's right. I am riding Skyline today. I know back in June of 2023, that was first departure and segment 1, but now we're heading even closer east into Honolulu. And joining me now, we have Honolulu City Mayor, Mr. Blangiardi, with the scoops today. This is exciting.
It's very exciting, and it's historic as well. You know, a week from today, we begin service. This second segment changes the dynamic completely. You know, we were disadvantaged in our first segment. Aloha Stadium was not a destination anybody wanted to go to, and for that matter, our multimodal service was tough to run. Now we're adding 5.2 miles, 4 stops, 83% of the system will be complete. We're going to be able to take people from the west side to the east side to work, to the biggest employment centers. But the thing that we haven't really talked much about is the fact that the real benefit of people who start to ride this on a regular basis is coming home at night. You know, the fact that you can get there with certainty. You know, the times we've been operating for 2 years now, we focused on the operations, not the ridership, and we focused on the ongoing construction. We've been averaging 99.84% time. Those people who've been to Japan and have always marveled at the train systems over there, this is the same thing. Fully autonomous, above ground, you can count on. So we're going to take uncertainty out of people's lives and now add certainty, not the least of which is the cost efficiency. You could buy a monthly pass on Skyline for less than the tank of gas in a car. So for those people who've been commuting all this time and all that uncertainty and all those time delays, we're going to remove all of that. Yeah. I'm really excited because this is a quality of life situation for all of our people, and we're really excited about that.
Yes, you mentioned the people of Hawaii. You were talking to me earlier about those that are commuting from the west side. There are so many people who work at the airport, and now we can take Skyline to the airport. That's not even going to just save me when I go traveling, and I don't want to pay the cost of having to leave my car there. But for those who work closer and here at the airport, that's huge.
Oh, it is huge because we have a lot of employees both at Pearl Harbor. At the airport, there's almost 14,000 employees. I think it's actually more who live on the west side. So, and that's not even to talk about the commuters, if you will. So we're real excited about this. Look, we put a stake in the ground. I know people have challenged us about the ridership because it was down. We were not able to really focus on ridership. We have now begun an effort to educate the public, to entice the public, encourage the public to start to ride Skyline. And I've said, I'm going to go on record as saying that in this next year, we will build a ridership of 25,000 a day.
Wow.
I'm confident in that because when people have this experience, it's going to open up a whole new world to them. And really, it's beneficial. This is a tremendous asset that's going to provide all kinds of quality of life issues, not the least of which is the economics of it, but the safety, all the things that are so important. And maybe the biggest one that causes stress, the uncertainty of traveling on a highway system that some nights could find you out there for 2 hours. And that just spoils everything. So this is a big plus.
Yes, I mean, you mentioned earlier about, you know, being able to get home in time or get to work on time when you're commuting either from Kapolei coming on in. That, it just gives me peace of mind that I'm going to make that practice. I'm going to go to soccer practice. I'm going to make that time. I'm going to be there for my family.
Even if you miss a train, as soon as you get up there, there's a reader board that tells you how many minutes left. Train comes every 10 minutes. We're going to be open from 4:30 in the morning to 10 p.m., 7 days a week, 365 days a year, with no snow days in between. I can promise you that. So that reliability, that asset for the community, anybody who has to commute, is unprecedented. We've never been able to afford to be able to offer this before. So this, when I say historic, I'm not overusing the word. This is a game changer because people who've had to live out on the west side all had to acquiesce and say, okay, we're moving out there because maybe it's more affordable, but they had to resign themselves to the commute, which we know has always been not only unpredictable, it's tiresome. It is hard driving in that traffic, bumper to bumper. It's hard enough in the morning when you feel fresh after a night's sleep. It's even more so coming home in the evening. We can change all of that. This is a game changer.
That's right. And when the unexpected happens, you know that you can count on Skyline to take you to and from. We added these extra stops, and we were at airport earlier. We're at Makalapa, for those who know, that's Pearl Harbor area. We are now here like Lagoon Drive and then Middle Street. So many different stops, and we're getting closer and closer.
Well, we're adding 5.2 miles, okay, 4 stations. That makes the system 83% complete. And so this is getting close to what the last leg will be like, but it's going to happen next week. And I'm so proud of what we've been able to do because 4.5 years ago, this wasn't happening. And we've been able to get this done now in these first 2 segments. So look, we're really excited. I'm excited for the public because it's been difficult for people. This is going to be something that's going to really help people. We talk a lot about what's the role of government, especially at the county level. It's servicing our public. This is a great public service that we're doing. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's exciting.
Yes, and we rode all the way from Halava all the way down here to Middle Street. And you know what? You can see we're heading back. And the best part, the most amazing views. You're not getting these views when you're down below on H1. I'm telling you that right now.
It's not only amazing views, we got Wi-Fi and it's air conditioned. And the seats are beautiful, they're comfortable. If anybody has been on, I alluded to Japan earlier, but if anybody's ever gone in Chicago or New York or even Boston and rode the subways or whatever, nothing compared to this. Yet those are widely used, believe me, and they're very popular, but this is really a nice way to travel.
Yeah, it is.
You know, and I think, as you just said, the view plane is really going to surprise people. It really is. And I think that, so it's aesthetically pleasing, and I think it just adds to the comfort of the trip.
And honestly, it's going by so fast. It's even faster when I'm having a conversation with this guy. Great time over here hanging out with Mayor Rick Blangiardi here on Skyline. We are going to toss things back into studio, but stay with us because we have so much more. We're going to stop off at airport, get out, hang out, and talk more stories. So stay with us. Natalie, back to you.